Hey everybody, Christian Man. Video number 2 about our Kickstarter. Just want to give you some general updates. We are 23% funded, which is amazing. And already just kind of awed at the support and the messages that we have received from y'all. And so I wanted to kind of give an update that is explaining why we're asking for help in the things that we've done. And I wanted to do that by talking about one of the 14 songs on the album. And this song is called Olivia. So we were about a year into making the album, and it was during a day when we had spent an entire weekend in the studio. And so we're all kind of tired, and Brock and Janet were kind of hashing out some stuff with the producer, Matt, that they had written. And so I needed to get outside. It was a beautiful day outside. It was kind of heading into spring. So I just grabbed my guitar and walked outside and started strumming and was just enjoying it. And I got this idea for a song based on a conversation I had just had with my daughter. And you know, I have 3 children. This has happened with all of my kids, but it had just happened with my daughter, and so I was kind of in that mindset. Where she will routinely, and if you have kids, maybe you've had this experience if they're older children, but we can have these shared moments as a family where it feels like we all have this collective memory, but then if you break it down, they are very individual experiences, which means that the memories can vary drastically between each person who experienced that memory. And like I said, all of my children have done this to me, but my daughter had just done it to me where, she's relaying a story about something that had happened, when she's 5 or 6 years old. And I remembered it very differently. And she is telling me, I went upstairs and cried. I was like, it was a happy memory. It was time that we had spent together, and I had told her a story, about my great-grandparents, and they have all passed away now. And she just had this very different experience from what I remembered. And so it got me thinking about how our children and how we kind of experience things in our own way, in our own unique way. And so I wrote this song kind of about that. And I also wrote it thinking, we were about to start working on the second half of the album, picking an additional 6 or 7 songs to the first half we were just wrapping up. And so we needed some songs to choose from anyway, and we ended up walking into the studio for the second half of the album with about 15 or 16 songs and picking 7 of them along with Matt. And this ended up being one of those songs. And when I wrote it, I was just writing it about this experience that I had. To me, it was not a Monday Night Social song. And what I mean by that is we pride ourselves in our 3-part harmonies, and that's the core of everything that we do. And then whether it ends up being a more country or folk or rock or blues song is just what the song was. But at the core are the 3 vocals. And yeah, I just didn't hear that. But I had put together a demo. I made a demo here in this space for every song that I had written. On some of them, I played the drums, and God willing, those will never, ever be heard by anybody except for the band because they're not great. And then sometimes Gabe would come over, our drummer, my son, and play the drums for me just to kind of help me out if it was a little more complex. So he played the drums on this. So I want to play you the first part of this song. I call it Olivia. One, because I did not want to embarrass my daughter by using her name in the song. And then 2, because Olivia is easier to sing than Carly, which is my daughter's name. And so I want to play for you the demo and then go from there into the first mix and then the last mix that we just got that is going to be sent off to be mastered. It is the final mix. And I thought it'd be interesting for you to hear each stage of what we are doing and then understand what we're asking you to partner with us as we have spent all this time and this money and this effort over the last 2 years writing and recording these songs. Kind of let you hear that transition and see the process that it takes to write a song and create a song for Monday Night Social. So this first part is, as I said, going to be the demo. So here is the original demo, and we'll just play a little bit of it, not going to play the whole thing. And happening. And this is recorded in this space. Gabe's on the drums, and I played every other instrument that you sang and just sang it.
Subjects out of frame, vaguely familiar names. There in your eyes I can finally see that uncertain gaze wrapped in a sunset haze. But now you're gone, gone, gone. I still remember the night I forgot the reason you're gone, gone, gone. And it's too late to try. Heaven help me. Ooh, my Olivia.
Okay, sorry, I missed the pause button. So you get the idea. That's the kind of the into the chorus part of that song. Thought I'd kind of let you hear that. All right, so that's my demo. Didn't hear my very amateur self playing all those instruments and kind of, and the goal of a demo when I'm making a demo is for people to hear what's in my head, because it doesn't always work out that way. And Brock and Janet and I tackle songs very differently, and they're going to post some videos here in these updates as well for you to kind of hear them talk about their songwriting process. And as we kind of let you inside of this, as we are asking you to partner with us to finish this project. But here is the very first mix. Again, I did not think this should be a Monday Night Social song. I heard it just kind of as I was writing a song about my daughter. But to her credit, Janet was immediately like, no, this is one of the 6 or 7 that will be on the album. And she heard something I didn't hear. And when I heard all of the vocals together and heard what it could become, I started getting kind of excited. 1, to have such a personal song on the album, and 2, that my friends saw value in it, and then 3, that they heard something completely different than what I heard. And so I'll play the same section for you. This is the first mix. Actually, it's not a mix. It's the first rough where we've tracked everything with Matt, and he just sends it to us so we have an idea of kind of where it's going. But this is not fully mixed in any way. So. I mean, already you can tell a difference in the quality, a difference in what it means to be mixed somewhere else.
Vaguely familiar names. There in your eyes I can finally see that uncertain gaze wrapped in a sunset haze. Feels like you're gone, gone, gone. Thought I knew
the harmonies
every
I did not hear that Janet heard.
telling it shows me you're gone, gone, gone. I just close my eyes. Heaven help me. Ooh, my Olivia.
All right. That's pretty great. But here's a little sneak peek. This is the fully mixed version of this song that, again, a year ago, I just needed to get out of the studio. I needed to clear my head, and it's become this. And it's like one of my favorite things about the creative process and making something. And it becomes this. And so this is the final mix, but it's not mastered. That's the next step. Mastering is like the last 10% that gets it ready to be digitally distributed and pressed to a vinyl, which is this whole process that we are asking you to partner with us on. So here is that same song, now fully mixed.
I have this book of memories, subjects out of frame, vaguely familiar names. There in your eyes I can finally see that uncertain gaze wrapped in a sunset haze. Feels like you're gone, gone, gone. Thought I knew every story you're telling. It shows me you're gone, gone, gone. I just close my eyes. Heaven help me. Ooh, my Olivia. Only for you were young. Ooh, my Olivia.
All right, I'll let it go a little bit longer, let you hear part of the chorus as part of this sneak peek. But that's what we've done so far. That's where we are. And it's so exciting. This weekend was literally our last weekend in the studio, wrapping up one of the 14 songs that just needed a little bit of TLC. And Brock and Matt just absolutely nailed it. It's a beautiful track, and I didn't write it. Brock wrote it, and Janet working together as the power couple in the band. I'm so excited for y'all to hear it. And so when we ask you to partner with us, this is the stuff we're talking about, like from the demo to this, and now this next step to then get it in your hands. And so thank you so much to those of you that have already contributed. If you're kind of on the fence, I hope this kind of helps you a little bit. If you don't know us and you've just stumbled across this, welcome. Listen to our other stuff, but then get ready, because this is at a level that we've never been able to produce before. And I cannot wait to share this with the world. So thank you so much, and we'll have another update for you next week. But 23% funded. We're getting there. 47 days to go. I believe in y'all. Thank you so much.